Okay, here we go. Squats, undoubtedly one of the best body strength exercises for mobility as well as balance. And if you don't have them in your exercise routine yet, and you're concerned about are you going to do them right, this is the video for you. Mike, what are you doing?
Cue intro music.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Okay, Mike, let's talk briefly about some of the wonderful benefits of doing squats. Number one, they use large muscle groups and they burn a lot of calories and they get you stronger. But you don't have to use weights.
No, you can just use body weight. You can do single leg variations. The squat is a large compound lift. Say if you're doing a barbell squat, you could definitely burn more calories. And it's very functional, especially if you're in sports.
Right. Or if you're elderly and your balance is a little off,
Yes.
doing squats the way we're going to show you at the beginning is going to help your balance, get you stronger for negotiating up and down steps, hiking out in the woods, all kinds of functional levels. Again, there's no weights with any of these, and we're going to start from the beginner to the more advanced without weights. It's going to be wonderful. Let's go on to the next section, Mike.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with the beginner squat if you're elderly, if you're coming out of something where you're very weak. And we're going to start with a chair, and you want a solid, firm chair with armrests. There's been studies done where doing sit to stand for the elderly is one of the most important exercises you can do to improve your balance because it works the muscle groups as well as your balance. So, if you do have a walker and you need a walker for balance, you can do these with a chair here. The walker would be right in front of you, or if you feel unsteady, have someone helping you. So hands here, and we're just going to push up and get all the way tall. And this is basically a squat, but the chair is assisting you so you have time to rest between each one. Repetitions, I'm going to say let's shoot for 10. If you can do 10 squats pushing off of here and it's easy by the 10th one, then it's time to advance. Put your arms up. There you go, just like Mike has them there. This makes a big difference. Lean forward and up. If you cannot, this is a big change, so you might go one hand for a little help if you need it.
I would definitely say lean kind of forward when you're getting up because a lot of people, if they're weak or uncoordinated, they won't go up and they'll go back and then they go backwards.
Right.
So.
And, Mike gave a nice option here. You can do this off the bed a little higher, and it's easier, and make sure your balance feels good. As this improves and this gets too easy, then you go into the advanced version, and you bring your arms up like this. It's even more difficult, a little more in the balance aspect of it, and 10 times like this. All right.
That's easy as that. Just bring it up higher. If you're a little weaker, maybe if you have sore knees, arthritis, go lower as you can.
There you go. All right, moving up to the next difficulty of squats. We're going to do it. We're going to use a tool. You're going to use we got the
Booyah stick.
The Booyah stick. You don't need that. You can use anything that's about 4 or 5 feet long, and you can go without this if you want. But this really forces you to have good body mechanics because in squats, it's important. The reason we use this stick is we have a contact point here between the shoulder blades, and then at the sacrum or below the belt line. If all that is in line, which a stick forces you to be, you have good mechanics. Go ahead, Mike. Can you do a
You
squat?
won't call me Bob.
I almost did. Bob's off today, but he'll be back. There we go. Good. So, again, this really forces you to do good mechanics. I've had patients do this to go home and practice at home just so they get their body mechanics right to take stress off of their back if they have an injury.
Everyone's going to have a different foot position what's comfortable for you depending upon the shape of your legs and your hips. So some people might be wider, some might be a little narrow. You don't want to go like super narrow like this. This is not going to work.
Excellent point.
So make sure you got a wide base, feel comfortable and safe and sturdy. Once you're good, get rid of the stick.
Right. And, again, if you don't have a stick, you can do them without good posture. And how deep you go is going to depend on your comfort level. If you don't have any knee pain, go down as deep as you feel comfortable, but with good balance. Obviously, you don't want to fall. Sometimes I do them like this. It forces me to have good posture and body mechanics in my back, and it's just a little harder.
Yep.
It brings it up. I don't know. How far do you go down, Mike?
I don't know, parallel around.
Oh,
I don't force myself to go too deep.
yeah. So there's a. I don't want.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I don't
It
want.
depends on the weight you're using too.
What do you mean? There's no weights. These are non.
These are non-weights.
Now let's go to the next one. All right, progressing the squat with your body weight. You want a little more, but we're not using weights, but you can use resistance bands. This is what I use personally, and I really like it. I've also used it this way with the bands.
The handles.
Exactly.
These are tube bands. Those are called a loop band, if you're curious.
The large loop band. And I'll show the loop band first. 1 foot here, 1 foot there, at least shoulder width wide. Good posture. Now, this is a little awkward until you get used to it. Get it around your shoulders, and then I bring my elbows out, and then I keep up with good posture, and down I go and up. And Mike is using the band like that. There you go.
Except for I'm hitting my butt on the mat table.
So, once you get used to this, it becomes very easy, very natural. And it does make a lot of difference on the resistance.
So with bands, you're not going to get the resistance going down. It's easier, but when you go up, you are going to get some resistance. Obviously, you can use more bands if it's too easy or go to a harder color. You can also increase the width of your stance to make a little more resistance.
This really works the quads nicely. All right, and we've got one more set without weights that's going to actually really challenge even the most advanced people, I have a feeling. All right, and finally, and last but not least, let's do the advanced squats. We're going to go to one leg with these.
Single leg variations, you can call them split squats, Bulgarian squats. They have like 100 names, I swear.
And yeah, I know these are my favorite. This is what I do at home. It's really helpful for my biking, for climbing hills. When I started, I use a stick just for balance. You can hold on to something if you're concerned, because you really want to focus on the strengthening, and it's good for balance. I got one finger over here, and I go down until my kneecap just touches the floor gently, so I got good smooth motion. And actually, I progressed out of this after a couple months, and again, just for balance, I go to the, what do you like to call this one, Mike?
Rear elevated split squat.
Oh, there you go. I just call it my squats.
Definitely going to stretch your back leg hip flexor a little more. You need a little more mobility with this one and balance, definitely.
Yeah.
And notice his posture is straight up with this trunk. He's not bent forward. A lot of people will bend forward if they're uncoordinated or it's too fatigued.
And I do want to mention with all of these squats, we mentioned about you should not be having any knee pain. And you can go over the toes as much as you can. Bob and I talked a lot about the knee should not go past the toes. That was the train of thought for years, and now that has been overruled. As long as you don't have knee pain, go ahead, let the knee pass over the toes. Mike, show some of your techniques.
This is just a variation you can use with a resistance band as well. So you just hook it on, you get in kind of a split squat position, and it's just stationary. You're obviously not going to move with the band there, and you just go up and down as many reps as possible. The thicker the band here, the harder it'll obviously be, and you're not going to get the resistance going down, but you definitely get it going up. So
Here, let's do this. Let's try this.
Oh, we're going to do numerous ones?
Yeah, put that, and this is something that it works out quite well. If you want to add resistance and you're using those loop bands, just double them up.
You just double it up, go up, and you just do how many reps are comfortable. You can do 10 reps, 15, whatever's good for you. Just make sure to not step off it until it's down, because it can snap you in the face or the ceiling.
Yeah, the bands do have a little bit of a risk involved, so be careful with them. There's one thing I'm very concerned about here, Mike.
What?
Well, that was really nice job, and your everything is going well. But stand up again. Look at this. He didn't tuck his shirt in.
My generation doesn't really do that. Maybe
Bob
weddings?
would be concerned about this because he makes me button this thing up all the time, and
I'm gonna have to talk to Robert. Then.
yeah, well.
My dad said it was fine.
All right, squat away, enjoy, burn calories, get stronger, and improve your balance. Thanks, Mike. It was a good job today, and I'm very happy that I'm alive.
And squats are for everyone.
Say no more.